probably curious about where did you go to recruit training?
For training, from boot camp.
For boot camp, yeah.
Well, when we went to Indianapolis with a bunch of men, and they chose so many men out of it, and I was chosen out of the Marines to go to the Marines. I, at that time, wanted to go to the Coast Guard, I guess, and I was pushed away from it. The big Marine grabbed me by the shoulder, said, "Get over there and shut your mouth." And I did.
So you went straight over. Where did you go to boot camp?
I went to boot camp at San Diego, California.
Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego? Okay, so you were a West Coast guy.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And when did you know what job you were going to be doing? Did you find out at recruit training?
I didn't know until probably the second day when they chose them. I wasn't chosen to be a driver to begin with. The drivers played out, and they pulled me off of something else, which was because I was so small, and trained me a little, then said, "You will be the driver." And I said, "Okay." And I talked to Don North, who happened to be the tank commander of it. And he said, "Willie, don't worry, we'll carry you through." And they did.
Yeah. When did you find out you were going to be a tanker? Like, did they tell you when you were at boot camp, or did they tell you after boot camp? Or
It was told me when I was in boot camp.
while you were in boot camp, you found out? They're like, you're going to be a tanker.
That is right.
Okay. But you didn't know you were going to be a driver yet.
No.
Okay. When did you found out you were going to be a driver after boot camp?
That is right.
Okay.
Yes, it was after boot camp, and they discussed it with me, and they said, "Willie, you're going to be the driver for Don North."
And Don North was the tank commander.
He was the tank commander, and a good one.
Okay. Where was the tank school at that time? Like the schoolhouse for the job? Where did you learn how to be a tanker?
Well,
You know what state it was in?
what state?
Yeah, what state was that schoolhouse in for tank school?
Oh, it was in Bloomingdale.
Tank school was in Bloomingdale, Indiana?
Well, where I was trained.
Really?